about the agenda, maybe something new for you guys. Is there anything that went public agenda? Come on up. Obviously, name, address.
Jim Kapinski, 1958 Yarnell Road. As you know, I follow the township pretty religiously. I really got upset when the appeal of the small lawsuit was closed and now open. And if I'm correct, they opened it on the argument that 3 of the former commissioners, Trace Linkler, Hank Llewellyn, and Don Reed, I refer to them as the 3, claimed that they were sued as individuals. And the court, obviously, common court, sort of agreed with them because they reopened everything. I say, let's turn it around. The defamation lawsuit, which I have right here, lists 4 plaintiffs. Now, when you get sued, you have no say on how you get sued as a defendant. But when I sue somebody, I'm the plaintiff. So they sued as Trace Linkler, James Fisher, Henry Llewellyn, and Don Reed as individuals. Why did the taxpayers have to pay for their attorney fees? You want money for the library? Send each one of these former commissioners 25% of the fees that were paid by the taxpayers over the last year. Every month they would vote on the bills to approve those payments to the attorney. Dave and Kathy voted against it. The 3 voted for it. In my opinion, that's an ethics violation. They're using their elected positions for personal gain. They got attorneys. If I move in next to Dave and I put a shed on his property, he says, Jim, you just violated our ordinance. I'm suing you. Can he get the township to pay his attorney fees? No. And that's exactly what they did. They did not sue as the township. They sued as individuals. And what I suggest is tomorrow morning, type up 3 invoices, send it to them. If they don't pay them, put a lien against their properties. Okay.
As well, we can't discuss litigation
I know.
right now.
Okay.
So,
But I can make a
you
comment.
can make the comment.
In 2022, township commissioners didn't listen to me. On the smaller farm, I told them exactly what happened in North. I appraise commercial. Rebecca, I don't think you know me, but I can appraise commercial industrial real estate over 40 years. I have a degree in electrical engineering. I told them what North Coventry Township did to build their maintenance facility on the Lowe's open space. Open space that was not bought with taxpayers' money. They went to Orphans Court and I explained it to them. They refused to do it. And what happened? Hundreds of thousands of dollars were spent. Kathy and I told them not to use the open space money to buy Gilbertsville Road. What did they do? They went and used open space money, even though, and that's another story. I'm not gonna say we were lied to, but I'll say there was a lot of misinformation over the last 4 years. It started with, our municipal complex is gonna cost about $5.5 million. Anybody remember that number? Our municipal complex is only gonna take 1.4 acres. They misled you because they didn't tell you if they're talking about impervious coverage, not the site. I made a suggestion, look at the existing buildings. And the comment was made, oh, we had a study done and it was gonna cost more to renovate those buildings than to build new. That study's over a decade old. And a lot has happened since then. Ask Lower Pottsgrove Township. They approved, they had the exact same architects design their facility that was gonna be a High and South Pleasant View Road. When their budgets came in over $9 million for only 2 buildings, because they already had a public works building up on North Pleasant View Road, they abandoned it. What did they do? They bought an existing building, they expanded it, and they renovated it. We have 2 existing buildings. Don't listen. They keep saying, oh, this is, the new project's totally funded for. $9 million, we're not gonna raise taxes. They don't tell you, it doesn't include the Public Works building. It's not fully funded. They're gonna build they were gonna build 2 buildings, not the Public Works building, and I can almost guarantee you, it's gonna be more than $9 million. Just talk to Ed Wagner at Lower Plattsburgh. My suggestion is reopen up an evaluation of the 2 existing buildings. Heather Place, you can add a 2nd floor to it, double the size of that building. You do not increase the impervious coverage at all. No stormwater management problems because you're going up and not out. The firehouse building, put one big roof over the entire building instead of having all these little roofs that leak every time it rains. And put commercial grade gutters and downspouts on it, not the little residential ones that have downspouts going right to the foundation rather than away from the foundation. And you have the firehouse there, and you put your police department there. You have all your emergency services at one place. Heather Place can be the administrative building, and take it from there. And I just did an appraisal of a 15,000 square foot office building in Westchester, West Goshen Township, right at the Westchester Borough line. It's gonna be a shelter for women that need temporary housing because of whatever, abuse, whatever. It's gonna be a 10-bedroom facility. They could have built brand new, or they could have taken this old 2-story, 15,000 square foot office building and renovated it for that use. And that's what they're doing. They just settled on the property a couple months ago, and the work is being done. And they talk about mold. I appraised the former Pottstown Borough Hall on King Street. I had to wear a mask when I did the appraisal because of the mold that was in there, and they couldn't use it. They built their new facility on High Street. What happened to that old building? It was renovated into apartments. People are living in that building. The train station, when I appraised the train station building, it had holes in the roof with pigeon droppings all over the place. This is now our district judge facility. Buildings can be renovated. That's what people do. And for us to keep saying build new, build new, build new, without reevaluating what it's gonna cost to renovate those 2 buildings, it could be a lot cheaper than $9 million plus an additional money for a maintenance facility, and maybe there you can get some of your money after you get the lawsuit money back to the taxpayer to fund the library. Thank you.
Thank you, Jim. I can't talk about, obviously, the smaller part, because that's obviously litigation and such like that. I can tell you that, obviously, because we approved the municipal building committee, they are going to look at all different options, and they will also not only have public meetings, but they're gonna make presentations to the board so that we make sure that everybody is informed exactly what's going on and has more input and such like that. So I could say it's gonna be handled a lot differently than it has been in the past, okay? All right, any other public comments in regards to anything?
Something new?
I need you to come up
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
and give me your first name and address first.
Yeah, thank you. My name's George Finnegan, excuse me.
Yes, sir.
23 Coolidge Avenue,
Yes, sir.
Pottsville. So I have a little problem compared to you guys. On my road, it's not plowed. And so I know the thing, it's not designated as a township road, right? So with the snow now, to try to get a new landscaper to plow the road, it ain't happening. I would gladly pay someone to plow the road. It's about 400 feet. People, I have a big truck, I don't get stuck on the road. What I do have is 3 weeks worth of garbage. The mail won't come, he won't come down the road, Jerry, and can't get any deliveries basically. We're in a camper, we had a fire on Christmas Day, we're living in a camper on the property. The guy that picks up the black tank, the septic guy, he can't come down the road. So I plead, if the township could just find it in their hearts to plow the road, and if there's another storm or 2 through the rest of the year, likewise, until we get this situation with the new development, Schoolers Commons, and the other guy over at Gretschko's, because they're gonna put in a new road, and then that road will be taken care of, right? So we just have a little dilemma comparatively to you guys, so thanks for hearing that.
Sure, and I I was the one that spoke to you on the phone,
Thank you.
alright? And I did try to inquire more about, because I don't know about all the different roads and different things like that. The only issue we have, I haven't figured out a workaround, is that we have many private roads in Upper Potts Road that haven't been dedicated for one reason or another. Jim, you live on one, right? If they made an exception for yours, they have to make exception for
Okay,
all.
yeah.
That's the only, and I haven't figured out a workaround yet for that.
Well, I understand. And,
So that's where we're trying to figure out. I don't have an answer for you.
Okay, well, fair enough. Yeah, appreciate your time.
Yeah, you're most welcome.
All right.
Anybody else? Go ahead, sir. Come on up. Obviously, say his name and address.
Rich Comer, 13003 Farmington Avenue. So when did the township stop plowing Coolidge because they used to plow it?
My understanding, Coolidge hasn't been plowed. It was done out of gratis, like I think 15 years ago,
Not
somewhere in that
long.
range. But it hasn't been done in many, many years. Nor has it been fixed, and when they go to fix it, the specific letter that is given to try to fill like a pothole or something, and it literally states right on it from the solicitor, this is a one-time fix to try to help out, because it's not a dedicated
They
road.
plowed that for years though.
Yeah. As right now, it's not listed to be plowed. And the only problem, I'm always the kind of individual that what you do for one, you do for all, no matter what. So if I find a way to get him plowed, I have to plow anybody else that also has.
Yeah, but it was.
So I haven't figured out any way around that yet.
It was plowed for years though.
I can't answer that part, because I don't know about the years.
It was plowed for years, right?
At least 8 or 10 years since they
Until
stopped
Trace.
plowing.
Yeah. It
Oh,
was.
wait, no, it hasn't been that long. First they stopped repairing, then more recently, my wife would know exactly, maybe 5 years that they stopped plowing.
Trace and Don and Hank
Yeah,
stopped it
I got you.
because somebody complained at a township meeting.
I thought probably in regards to theirs was not
Something-
dedicated, so.
Or no, it would, no, if you know those guys, they come after you for something if they don't like what you do.
That's true. Anybody else?
Well, I'm just saying too, that the township came last year with millings and they dumped them in the road, but that made the problem worse. So nobody asked me or any of the other property owners, hey, can we dump these millings in the road? And so, I just feel like, they had extra millings, they throw it on Coolidge. That's the way I look at it. It was not a help, it was a hurt. If they meant it
I
for
got you.
good, then, okay, good,
Alright.
but nobody asked me.
Alright,
And
well,
not that I care, I don't lose any sleep over it.
that's the biggest problem with the thing. Alright, any other particular, you already had public comment, didn't you?
Real quick.
Go ahead, Jim.
Regarding the roads, this has been a problem for years. I can show you tax maps that will show you, I have them in my office, Coolidge Road is a public road. I can show you documentation that Irwin Place and all those roads going up behind Strogus are not public roads because they were never dedicated.
Right.
They were ordained through an ordinance, but we're a first-class township, and that doesn't count for a dedication. I say have a committee and look at all the roads in Upper Potts Grove Township. I have the comprehensive plan from 1972 that will show him that Coolidge Road is a township road, period.
And-
There's no deed of dedication for Snyder Road.
I have no problem with that, but you do understand, that means higher taxes.
Not necessarily.
Oh, yes, it does. If you
Here's-
start dedicating more roads, it means the roads have to be taken care of, it means the liability has to be taken care of, it means the plowing has to be taken care of, it means higher expenses.
For people that live on those roads that pay taxes.
I'm just saying, everybody has to understand that. That's
I
all I'm
know.
saying.
Well,
But you
Anything can be done
But somebody
if
should
you're willing to
look
pay
at all
for
the
it.
roads. The 1972 comprehensive
Yeah.
plan that I have a copy of
Yeah.
describes all the roads back in
I
1970.
mean, again, we could do anything.
I
but
know.
We have to pay for it.
Well, either it's a
Well, no.
township road or it's not. And then it's a 400-foot road, by the way. It's not like Farmington Avenue. Talk about 400
Yeah.
feet. The guys can go down in a plow truck, 3 minutes and off, done. So I don't know where the expense is there.
I got you.
So, yes.
All right,
But, you know, my road hasn't been maintained in forever. Did you ever drive down Steinmetz Road?
Steinmetz, I've heard Steinmetz is not a good road. I've heard it. It's
You
not
know,
a good
do
road.
you know what happened this
No,
past time
it's
with,
not a good road. Is that a dedicated road?
yes.
It is a dedicated
Yeah, it's a
road, yeah.
public road.
Well,
Why
I
is
think
that
we
not
would lose one of the
taken
plow
care of,
trucks in one of those potholes on Steinmetz Road.
Well, no, he goes down there.
Does he really?
In fact, the last time, here's what happened, the last time he plowed the place, the Steinmetz Road, he's running around, running late because it's snowing like crazy. And I said, hey Jeff, the road's getting bad, he runs down, I watched him go down Steinmetz Road, go up the road's so bad, the truck's sliding all over the place, turns around, comes back, and I said, oh, you're good, cause if he wasn't, I was gonna help him out, but
Right.
he said, yeah, it was terrible. The road's terrible, it needs to be, I mean, it gets cold patched every year.
Yeah. I've heard about your road, and obviously I know we could talk about roads till the end of time. And we can definitely look at, you know, with Jeremy and everything like that, as into trying to figure out the best course of action for going forward with the roads, which is one of the things we did want to discuss, and I did talk to Jeremy about, as in we're gonna start making sure we have plans so we can better take care of our roads going forward. We haven't gotten to that point yet. We're going to try to see about getting to that point as the year progresses.
Yeah, so by way of comparison, my road is more interested to me, or roads in the Pottsville, than the Dunn Library in Pottstown.
And I grew up,
That's how I look
obviously,
at it.
yes, obviously our road, any road we are on or any road that affects us,
You know, or the Arboretum,
Specifically,
who
of
cares?
course.
I mean,
they're going to, that's things that every person, yes, any person that has something affect them personally, they're gonna look at that more than it does something that doesn't affect
yeah,
them
well,
personally.
of course, well,
That's natural, and I don't blame you at all, everybody would do that, every single person is gonna look at their own immediate issues over anybody that's gonna handle it the whole, absolutely. I
Yeah, but we're not gonna-
I
we're not gonna-
totally agree.
not to be smart, but we're not gonna pass a $30,000 thing for my road today, are we?
And
Trying to
yeah, I'm
vote.
sure, yes.
Yeah,
I'm
so, but the library is, and
Yeah.
just by the way, that's because that came up tonight,
sure. I understand.
and, who cares, I mean, as far as that goes, so, but.
Do we have any additional non-road comments, so like nobody called? Anything else? All right, we're not adjourned because we do have an executive session and there is most likely going to be some discussion or motions afterwards. So we're
Commissioner
going
comments?
we didn't get to that yet. That's it for, oh, no,
It's
commissioner
before,
comments is
yes.
next, yes, okay.